Welcome to the Public Speaking Experts Podcast with Elliot K. and Jose UCAR. Every week we bring the tips, tools, and strategies for you to become a world-class public speaker. We bring you guests, experts, and authorities in the field of public speaking to enrich you and enhance your public speaking journey. Remember to subscribe, rate, and comment. And now, please welcome your hosts, Elliot and Jose.
Yeah. Today is another public speaking expert podcast recording day. And that is the day is Monday. Yay. And we're recording it today, but it's released every Saturday and recycled on a Wednesday. And I think I'm done singing for now.
Yeah, you're just like Elf. And I'm singing, and here I am singing, and I like singing.
As in the film Elf.
The film Elf.
Are you saying I'm very tall?
Yes, and charismatic, and you sing very well.
Yes.
Charismatic. Oh,
I agree with you. For a change,
I love you.
Agree with something.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, I'm saying something good about you.
I know. What's happened? Are you ill again? What's going on? Are you dying? Tell me what's happening in your life.
So.
What? Going through a divorce?
What's the crack? No.
Stop it. Stop being nice to me.
Anything. Okay. I'll be nasty. So nasty.
I actually had almost a crazy night that we had when we were out in London, but not in London.
Really?
Yeah.
Without me?
Without you, I know.
Who were you with, mate?
More fun. I went up north. I met some people who live in north. And I was giving a talk there, and then I was invited out. I was like, sure, I'll come for a few drinks. And then it was just, it's so much so that, when I start to bust my moves, and I start to get down.
Did you? Whoa. I mean, were people in Sheffield ready for it?
Well,
I'm sure you were memorable.
People stopped me in the queue and were like, you got some moves, man. It's like, thank you. Like, you look good. Yeah, it's good. Yes. Actually, you know what? Sheffield is a really good night out. I've got to give it to them.
Well, yes, I would agree.
And
yes.
You don't get the London price tag. So, you can go to the bar and order 2 drinks and spend less than even £15. Like versus us when we went out and it was like 2 drinks and it was 60 quid or something ridiculous.
Well, I remember. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Oof, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
happy nights. Happy nights. Sad mornings.
I think we need to have another night like that again soon.
Yeah, you mean in London or in Sheffield?
Anywhere. I think I definitely need to do more of that, because I'm a father and I think sometimes you just get sucked into kind of like doing what the kids want to do and, looking after your wife, that you don't have a kind of your own outlet. You don't get down on it. You don't get to boogaloo. You don't get to bust some moves. You don't get to pop it. You don't get to rock it. Sing along. What was really, really fun more than anything was just standing with a group of people, singing along to songs. That was like everyone's singing with you.
What were you singing? Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, even Backstreet Boys. Yeah. Backstreet's back.
All right.
Yeah, all that stuff. It was fantastic. So anyway.
Spice Girls?
Yes, I think there was some Spice Girls. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I'll sing.
I love it.
And there was so
No,
many,
we definitely,
honestly,
let's do it.
A bit of the Killers. I just can't look. It's killing me. I'm taking control. Jealousy.
That's a nice one. That's actually a good one. Yeah, those made me want to have a pint or two.
Yes, I think it's time.
Am I okay to admit that online? Yeah. Well, absolutely. Before the end of the year, we've got 6 months. No, I didn't say. No, I don't want to meet a boy online. No, I'm okay just meeting my wife face to face. That's enough. I'm meeting you online. No, I said yes. I've said that online that I would like to drink a pint or two.
Yeah, I think we should do it. Let's arrange it. And maybe we do arrange it not in London, so that way we could go somewhere, different, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, and we can have a really good night in that respect. I think, in my experience, before we go on the theme of today, by the way, I know we said I think these nights happen to be so much fun because they're unplanned. They just kind of evolve. They just kind of like happen in that respect, at least in our case. And I think that's what makes it so much more fun, right? Because if you're like, you're going to go out, we're going to get there, I'm so tired. Oh my God, a hotel room with no kids. I'd rather go to bed. That's what happens most of the time when I'm staying speaking all over the place. Honestly, I'm in bed at 7 o'clock when I'm out speaking. It's like, you know what? I love my kids, but they're not here. I get in bed by myself and just completely watch telly with no one going on this, daddy, mommy, all that. Yeah. But I do enjoy a good night out. So
The power
anyway,
of freedom.
leading
Beautiful.
a big
Yeah,
long introduction to something we're not talking
Let's
about
connect
today.
it to the topic.
Kinda is, yeah. So today we're talking about why fit in when you're born to stand out, right? And I think you particularly wanted to talk about this because you find a lot of speakers, especially I guess when they're starting out, before they found their speaker identity. And actually, when I coach a lot of people, one of the first things I do with them is I sit and I talk about their speaker identity, because it's true, it can be really tempting just to do what other people do because it's familiar. And of course, when you train with certain trainers, they'll train you to do what they do. And you just end up sounding like them and moving like them and putting your hand like them. And I think it's very inauthentic. Actually, today I was talking to a photographer that I'm doing a shoot with, but also I'm bringing her into the mastermind to do a talk. And we're talking about the importance of your photos truly representing who you are. For example, we could take a speaker we know who's very soft and very delicate and put her in a power pose, right? Like she looks really powerful on photo, but then when she comes to present, she's really gentle, and there'll be a disconnect. And in fact, that might really annoy people. I mean, you assume they would have seen the show reel and seen, but even then, there's a disconnect, because I think a lot of people do what they think they should do versus what makes them stand out. What makes them stand out being more giraffe, right?
Absolutely. And sometimes they don't do what they would like to do because they think what the audience is going to think of them. So they're holding themselves back as well. And they want to play safe. And which is related to today's topic, because the safer you play, the less you're likely to stand out. And the more, in a way, you're likely to struggle. And when I say struggle, finding that authentic you, because it's not to say that being ourselves we don't struggle. It is still a challenging market industry, but at least we know what we stand for. That's why, as you said, Elliot, the identity piece is key, and it's important that people are congruent with it. So identity, purpose, beliefs about who they are
So
key.
why do you think people don't want to stand out? Like why is that? Especially in the speaking scene, when it's all about having a unique message, having a unique way of telling a story, having unique content. It's all about standing out, right? Why would you choose to be a
Well,
speaker if you don't want to stand out?
they carry with them false assumptions, many of them. They also carry farty brains, like we
What's
all
a
do.
farty brain?
Well, a
I don't
farty
know that
brain is
term.
that you've got so many farts going on in there that is clouding your vision. So stinky brains that we
Stinky
carry, we
brain or
carry with
farty brain?
ourselves.
They're very
Well,
different.
both. Well,
Because
but you
not all
got when
farts smell.
true. So that's why you got so many farts that it can't even get well, not sticky, stinky. Stop interrupting me. I
Stinky.
mean, I'm flowing here exactly. Well, it gets sticky, stinky. It can get both ways, and you get sticky, and then you get stuck, and you don't make progress in your speaking. There we go. That's what I wanted to say.
It's a technical term.
Very technical.
Okay.
We are. I'm going to include myself in there
Stinky brain?
every time. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if I didn't have a stinky brain every now and then, who knows where I would be? Because then I'm the only
In
person
this
holding myself
unstinky
back.
place.
Exactly, keeping me here on this stinky conversation with you. So this is my responsibility. But then we are so afraid of actually people not liking us, not really agreeing with us, rejecting us. And then we end up, as I said before, playing safe. Actually, well, that person is doing in a certain way. It seems to be going all right. And then they just go and follow. So we become followers and not leaders. And the thing is, when we decide to become leaders, it's more likely that we find more rejection. We struggle maybe a bit more. But then the end result, at the end of the road, on the other side of the rainbow, you're definitely going to find that gold. And I would
If
say you
that's what
find
you want.
gold every time. Exactly, if that's what you want. Absolutely. The thing is,
I
Elliot,
mean,
when we are authentic, when we actually find that thing that really connects with us, we become freer as well in actually expressing who we are in a way that's unique to us.
Yes. But I don't think all speakers set out to be liked. Like a lot of people will speak on causes that aren't particularly popular or aren't mainstream.
Well, but then those, I mean, but you're speaking about beginners or speakers that already have been in the industry and they doing it intentionally.
Not necessarily. I mean, and I think the more you could actually let go of the need to be liked, the more likely you are to stand out and to be willing to succeed. And I think
Mm.
a lot of people still have that issue and that desire to be liked and to be appreciated, to be valued. And of course, we all kind of do in a deep level. But I think when you have a message and a methodology to share, then not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody wants to have their model of the world challenged or the
Yeah.
paradigm shifted. I mean, a prime example is when after I spoke on Friday and I was out with the bar, some of the guys like, look, Elliot, he's like, this guy was really sweet. He's like, I'm never going to buy from you, but I'll drink with you any day. Right. And that's okay. And some people, another guy was like, I didn't like your speaking, but you're a sound bloke, and that's okay as well. It could have been the other way. It could have been like, I like your speaking, but I hate you. That's
Mm.
okay too, and I think you got to appreciate that to some people you're Marmite, right? Some people love you, some people hate you. I think the worst place to be is in the middle, right? It's is it Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid? He goes, Daniel's Han, you left lane, go left lane. You go right lane, right lane. You go middle, squished like a grape, right? And it's true if you're in the middle, then you're never truly choosing a lane. You're always in neutral. And if you're as a speaker, you're always neutral, then you're not going to stand out. You've got nothing different to say. You've got nothing new to say. And then you are always relying on people to like you versus having a content that's new, having stories that's different, having something that impacts people. When I go out and do my Be More Giraffe talks, when I do my talks about speak with authority, I am rattling people. I am. I'm shaking their modality. I'm showing them here's how to speak with authority. Here's how you stand out. It's not about being loud. It's not about being obnoxious. Actually, you'll stand out by default by doing certain things. Just by
Mm.
posting every single day, you'll stand out from millions of people who don't, right? Just by having a message that unique, that is relatable, you'll stand out from those who are saying the same things. All these kind of and people because for some reason people think being more giraffe is this secret formula, and it's not. It's just doing things consistently in a different way, and that allows you to stand up in more giraffe. And I think, we are born to be our own people. We are designed to stand out, but we allow ourselves for various reasons. When we're young, we don't have a choice, but now we do have a choice. We have a choice to stand out. We have a choice to have a voice heard. We have a choice to use our voice for good. But that means taking the flack that comes with it, right? It means taking the crap that comes with it. You can't have
Mm.
one way. You can't challenge people's model of the world without expecting blowback. You can't challenge people on their messaging without blowback. You can't say certain things without expecting it to come back at you. And this is where I think a lot of people think it'll just like, I'll get up, I'll speak, and everyone will love me. I don't know. It could happen. Very rarely does. Even the most loved, adored speakers have haters. Look at Jose. He's got plenty of haters, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, on that note, I think there is a nice formula, the 10-10-80. I think we've shared this before.
Share it
You know,
again. Share it again.
every time we speak, we've got, the 10% that will love you. It's just like, yeah, Jose, Elliot, wow. Then you got the 10% that really hates you. It's just don't want to hear you again. I hate your accent. I hate the fact that you're from Venezuela. Don't tell me about being more giraffe. That's silly. And then you have the 80% that's actually on the fence. Those are the ones that are a bit, okay, I kind of like him. I kind of, and then eventually you either win them or lose them. And that's a good way for me to look at the audience as well. And knowing that we're going to get rejected. But I think I'd much rather be rejected because I'm sticking to what I believe in, that to get rejected because I'm, doing something else that is not really true to me, to what I stand for, to, in alignment with my purpose, the reason why I speak.
Absolutely. I think that is a fantastic place for us to take a quick break. But we do have to fill in because I haven't managed to edit it. 11 seconds. But you're happy to
Oh,
know by
that's
the time I've
why.
told you this, we've now got. You're listening to the Public Speaking Expert Podcast with Elliot K and Jose UCAR. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. every single time you listen. And why not share with your friends, with your communities, with your favorite Facebook or LinkedIn groups, or anyone that you know could benefit from the expertise that's being shared on the Public Speaking Experts podcast. Also, remember that Elliot and Jose are both professional speakers. So if you'd like to book us for your event, your conference, to MC, and to speak, make sure you reach out to us on any of our handles on social media, and make sure you ask us to come and speak at your event so we can make it special. Follow us on Instagram, the Public Speaking Experts Show. Make sure you share your favorite comment, quote, or your favorite moment when you do listen to the Public Speaking Expert podcast, because we would love to hear from you. Connect with us, reach out to us, but most importantly, make sure you take what you learn and implement it. You are listening to the Public Speaking Expert podcast with Elliot and Jose UCAR. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you do leave us a comment and send us a picture on it on Instagram, we will send you a copy of our up and coming book, absolutely complimentary, on the house. On Jose's house. Jose's buying. Aren't you, Jose?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what? Where can people their interest for the book?
Yes, they can go to the publicspeakingexpertspodcast.com. And in there, you're going to find a space, a place, a box where you can actually leave your interest, and we'll add you to a queue, and we get in touch whenever the book is launched in the next few weeks. Yes, please do register your interest. We're super excited about this, even though I'm not shouting, but I'm very excited. I'm actually going to ring the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Elliot, what are you doing? Are you looking at your phone? What's going on?
I'm just sending a message to actually the team to ask them to move these episodes up, because obviously they're promoting the book. And if they come out in 25 episodes later, it'll be too late.
That is so clever, isn't it, mate? Wow. I mean, you're always ahead of the game.
No, I'm saying I'm not just a pretty face, Jose. I just want
you are like the pistachio on the ice cream, you know.
The pistachio.
Yeah, very crunchy on top.
Not the pistachio.
No, in Spanish you say pistachio, so pistachio.
Are we speaking Spanish?
Well, I speak a bit of both. I'm sorry. Still, I mean, after so many years,
I like pistachio.
After so many years, I still struggled with certain words. So pistachio. I couldn't say pistachio.
How do you say pistachio?
Pistachio. No, that's more Italian, I guess. I said pistachio. Pistachio. Is Simone Vincenzi going to join us at some point here? Or he doesn't want to be with us?
I don't know.
It's too important. It's too important. No, I don't think I have.
Well, there you go.
I'll drop him a message to say, look, pistachio, join us.
Talking to someone who's going to talk about the importance of dealing with your trauma as a speaker. Pistachio.
Oh, powerful pistachio. Great stuff.
Yeah, so Regina, please reach out. So, okay. So today we're talking about why fit in when you're born to stand out. I do think the thought for a lot of people is really scary for some people, no matter how much they want to speak, or no matter how important their message is. And to me, I tell this story often on stage, and I think you've heard me tell it, when Adam slapped me around the face and told me that the graveyard is the wealthiest place on the planet because people take their dreams with them intact. I think a lot of people who harbor a dream to speak keep it very safe and never tell people, and they never take that step because they're scared to stand out. What can people do, Jose, to stand out, be more genuine?
Look, the best way to develop this skill, this art of speaking, is to get started. And I know you may say, yeah, but I'm scared, and you have got all of this. Well, I always like to say, take a tiny action, one tiny thing that you can do in order to start developing your speaking, to start putting yourself out there. And it can be as simple as, even if you struggle, you're afraid, you don't want to be rejected, you've got all of that, you start at least by recording yourself. Tiny baby steps would be my best advice. Take action. It doesn't matter. You can decide to stay here, problem-based, thinking about everything that could go wrong, and that's where you're going to stay, and you will end up in the graveyard with all of those people and their dreams. So get started. Set yourself one tiny bit that you're going to be doing on a daily basis, and then take it from there. If you need any support, come back to us, re-listen to this, implement, stretch yourself, but start with one tiny bit. Start, people, start.
Yeah.
I said it like 5 times.
You know, I think Marilyn Monroe said it best when she said, "Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter." And always remember that, right? You know, and I said this when I shared 100 tips just before I recorded Jose sharing 5. Um, Always have that one person who's your cheerleader. You know, there's those people out there that just believe in you. So when you have those
I
bad
found
days,
my
you
way,
know,
the
they just believe in you.
cheerleader. She's always right there when I need her. Oh, I think I just found
I
myself a
hate that song.
cheerleader. Oh, I loved it. It was just a
Oh
bit of
my
a
God,
rhythm
Emily
track.
loves that. My wife, I hate that song.
Well, there we go. So Emily and I have got much more in common than you think.
You're
Maybe we were
definitely not
listening to
coming
it
round because you
together.
two will play this song and annoy me. Hate that song. Anyway, yes, you need to find yourself a cheerleader, someone that's always got your back, someone that's always in your corner. We all have that person in our life that is just ridiculously positive, right? I think that's Jose for me. And they just absolutely believe 100% in you. And find that person. And if you can't find that person, it might be time to upgrade your circle. And also, I believe if people go to the public speaking expert podcast.com, there is access to a whole bunch of resources on there, isn't there? Like
Yes,
a whole
yes,
bunch of
loads of
tips.
resources, notes. There's loads in
Yeah,
there, people. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah.
there's a lot of resources, a lot of notes from when we did our clubhouse show, the Elliot and Jose show, and things like that. There's what must be over 50 different downloads.
Whoa, this yes. I mean, with the notes that we've taken and everything, it's unbelievable. But it's just going back to the same thing. We have got all of those resources and things like that. And maybe 5 to 10% of the people that actually sign up really go through the content and apply. And that's the difference that makes the difference. It's making
Mm,
time to apply and do the things, because otherwise, without consistency, there's nothing.
exactly. Consistency, persistency. And apparently, in Jose's
Feedback
technical
is
term,
the breakfast of public speaking experts. No, it's the breakfast of successful public speakers.
and not
And
having
apparently,
brain farts.
yeah, I mean, just get in front of a fan or something, blow them away, do something with your stinky brain and sticky.
Stinky brain. I still will stand by not all farts smell.
Well, yeah, fantastic. That's why I made it stinky, sticky, and clouded. So you've got 3.
But if your farts are sticky, that's not farts anymore.
But yeah, we're really
That's
going
just
to dive
something
into
else.
it. It could be a sticky fart. I mean, the fart that comes with a present
So it's not a fart
that
anymore. That's my
delivers another
point.
message. No, well, it started as a fart and then it evolved. It turned into something else, but it started, the essence was a fart. I
That's
don't know
got
why
to
I'm
be our
going
cue for us
Italian.
to wrap up this podcast.
I think so. Yeah, that's enough. I'm sorry, people. Not very sorry, but
No, I'm
liking the
not sorry.
conversation.
The reason people listen to us is because we're different, because we're not like everyone else and we do things differently. Is that right? Now, of course, if you do like what you see and hear and feel and farts and whatever, drop us a line on Instagram. Why not like,
Yeah,
subscribe,
come
and
on.
leave us a comment and then send us a picture of it and we'll send you a copy of our book once it's out. In the meantime, if you do, I'll send a copy of my book, whichever, Speaking for Sell or How to Be More Giraffe. Jose, one last tip for people that want to stand out and not fit in, besides don't have sticky farts.
Look, find your true self. Find that unique human being that you are, that we all are, and share that excellence you carry with the world. That's the whole point of speaking. Sharing our excellence with the world, inspiring, informing, influencing, entertaining, getting people to discover a new way. Speak your greatness.
And don't just be a great speaker.